guys out there. Yeah, thanks. It's good I have a friendly crowd tonight because I'm just gonna rant for a little bit here. I have to tell you, I got an invitation in the mail the other day. It said, happy 50th. And I went, oh man, I'm finally getting my art card. No, it was an invitation to my 50th college reunion. How did that happen? I mean, isn't it wild that the older we get, the harder it is to believe how old we've gotten? That happens to everybody. You know, I mean, I feel like I'm my mother now. My mom would say, how old am I? I'm like, Mom, you're 90. 90? I can't be 90. And she'd say, well, how old are you? I said, Mom, I'm 60. 60? There's no way. And I sound just like that these days. But I have to tell you, thinking about college really brought some great memories back. Did most of you guys go to college? Everybody? Did anybody have a good time in college? That's it. We had such a good time, and it just brought back memories. I mean, college really shaped me. There was, you know, certainly the freshman 15 that is now turned into freshman 85. But it also shaped me in other ways because I was a nice Irish Catholic girl, sweet. Yeah, baby. Sweet, innocent, obedient. I came out of college kind of a slut and a bitch. And it all started my first, you move into the dormitory freshman year, and I'm a little nervous because I realize I'm living in a co-ed dorm. But it was good because it was men in one tower, women in the other tower. But we all got together the first night we were there, and the dean gets us and, welcomes everybody and blah, 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 blah. But all of a sudden he lays down the law and he goes, I don't want to see the men going to the women's side, the women going to the men's side. It's going to cost you. First infraction, $50. Second infraction, $80. Third infraction, $150. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to be safe living here. Until the guy behind me goes, how much for a season pass? And then I meet my first roommate. Now, I grew up in the city of Chicago. I'm a big city girl. My roommate is from a town in southern Illinois. And I oh, hi, how did you get here? And she says, well, I grew up on a dairy farm, and my father sent me away to college because I couldn't keep my calves together. And I went, and he thinks that's gonna get fixed in college? So then, there's academics. I came from an all-girls Catholic high school, so I had no... There's at least one in every crowd, you know? And I grew up with... I never had male teachers in my life. Okay, wait a minute. I had one male priest who was a math teacher, but he didn't count. So I get to college, and my first college professor, he loved regaling us with stories about his sex life. I clearly remember one day he looks and he's going, oh man, I had sex with my wife last night. Oh, it was like running 2 miles. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna skip the mess and the fuss and I'm just gonna join the track team. And then, there's always some decisions you have to make freshman, sophomore year. One of the decisions is, was I gonna join a sorority? And I wasn't so sure. But one night, a friend of mine and I were walking into town. We were gonna go see a movie. And we walked by everybody's favorite bar, and there's all these girls in the parking lot. And I knew they were sorority girls because they had on their chest alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, all the letters. But I think there were about 20 of them waiting to get in the bar. And one of the women comes, oh, come on, join our group. I'm like, oh, good. And she says, because we need to be 21 to get in the bar. And also, there's other decisions to be made. And, Ken referred to this a little bit earlier about drinking versus smoking weed. And that was some of the other things you had to decide. When you're going out with your friends, do you want to drink first, get real high, and then maybe mellow out the night with a little weed, and then snuggle up with your favorite person? Or are you gonna smoke that weed first, eat a lot of food, and then get drunk on your ass and have no clue who you're waking up with? But then there's always a third option. It's like, go out with Bob because he brings the cocaine and you're all set. So you can tell by junior year I'm really in party mode. But let me ask you guys this. Does anybody here ever get mononucleosis when you were in college? Nobody got the kissing disease but me? Oh my God. I was so sick that I spent my spring semester of junior year at home in Chicago, which means that I missed my 21st birthday. I was homesick. I couldn't use my real ID for the first time, and the only thing that got lit that night was my birthday cake. So, anyway, I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to go back to the reunion or not. But what I'm going to do is always remember my girls from Higgins Hall. That first dorm I moved into, they'll be my friends forever. We lived on the 12th floor, and I just have to take a moment and sing a song for you. We had the most crazy-ass song that we wrote as freshmen. We are 12th floor Higgins, we're cheaper by the dozen, and if you want something to do, we're always up for love. And so drink to the girls of Higgins 12, and drink to the dirty dozen. We are 12th floor Higgins, and everywhere we go, all the boys who know us well will say we don't say no. Thank you.